Hello, my name is Sofia Bove. Today we are going to be talking about interactive whiteboards. We have seen in history the use of chalkboards to whiteboards, but now we will discuss interactive whiteboards and how it relates to technology. So what an interactive whiteboard is it's actually a technological whiteboard in a sense because it looks like a projector and you're able to write on it, so it can cater to visual learners, it can cater to audio learners, and it can also cater to tactile learners. It was originally created in 1990 and it can be mistaken for the smartboard. Some ways as to how teachers can integrate their use of interactive whiteboards with their classroom is that teachers are able to create more hands-on lessons because they can engage their students to play interactive games on the interactive board. Teachers can also preserve and even record their teaching lessons and notes as a way to provide extra resources for their students through files. Also, interactive boards can encourage group work and discussions between students because they are able to interact, whether it is watching the board, listening, or even typing. According to a research study by William D. Beland Jr., he asked students, "Do you believe you are able to learn better when a whiteboard is used in the classroom?" And the students responded affirmatively to the question except one, which said, "I don't think so because I was brought up learning from books, so it is going to take some time to get used to it." Which basically means that students who were born around the time when whiteboards might have been introduced, like the interactive whiteboards, they might have missed that gap of technology being introduced into their classroom. And so what this means is that traditional note-taking and lecture styles is definitely integrating into classrooms, and so the impact of technology on students is how they will learn to learn, so that new type of learning that they need to start doing, which just comes from practice, which is not a bad thing because as you could see within that quote, most of the students responded yes except for one. Advantages for the use of interactive whiteboards in classroom can be seen as to how it can cater to students' learnings. It can apply visually to students by being able to help them with graphics and even inserting images, and as well as the teacher being able to write on the board, while for audio learners, it can add sound effects and even music, and then for tactile learners, they are able to even write and interact with the board. And so one of these advantages with the touch-sensitive board also makes it possible for teachers to leave their computer, which means that they can create a more engaging lesson with their students because they can move away from the computer towards the screen and interact with that screen. Some disadvantages about interactive whiteboards can be the cost of an interactive whiteboard because they can range from around $6,000, which does not include the resources the teachers may need to even learn how to use their interactive whiteboard, which may hinder an educational experience for the students. Students as well find it harder for them to write on the whiteboard sometimes because it can create a shadow effect or unintended lines and just some difficulty reading the text on the board through that interactive board. When talking about the future for interactive whiteboards, the possibilities for advancements can be compared to cell phones and even computers because the visual quality should always be getting better, such as their screens, and then the multi-touch and the gestures capability will be advancing too. Also, bulk sales for the product may come at a lower cost because more teachers may want to use this product, which can mean that high-level training for this product will be cheaper in the future too. Interactive whiteboards are a great way to connect traditional styles of teaching with technology to further engage its students while still allowing the teacher to create personal in-class connections that they would not receive from an online class. I can prepare myself in the future with this technology by getting familiar with available trainings and updating myself on interactive educational websites to incorporate with the interactive whiteboard. In conclusion, I believe this technology is a great way to connect both classrooms and technology into one unified teaching field. It can create an updated teaching style as it can combine lecture teaching with the interactive whiteboard to enhance a learning experience for visual, auditory, and tactile learners through its technological aspects. I cannot wait to see its further advancement in the future for interactive whiteboards, and thank you guys for listening.